and take the ride. Take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe. Take the ride. right. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never won't miss the vibe.
Always doing it sunny side up. It's the hen. Fuck. Again with the delay. Well, whatever. Hello, my friends. How are you doing? It is Tuesday night, and we have gathered once again. We've all lived through another day. Hooray. End of the month. Getting ready to move into April and be fools. So, time for one last March chill stream before we march on into April. Let's grab the live stream link, share that in the Discord, and then we'll go from there. We shall go from there, my friends. All right. That's good. That's good. Bum, bum, bum. Perfect. All right. Time for some hellos. What up, Baba, Eng, Mitchell, Zircon, Jesse, Millmaster, Kurt, Teferi, Larry, Thompson, Joe, Yamagoro, Error, Blue Cats, Doomblade. What is up, people? What is up? Baba, pay them bills. Yeah, I guess it's the first of the month. You get to pay all the good stuff like rent. Oh, yay. Hooray. So good. Love it. I love it. Millmaster, you're the pant antlers choocher, bro. You chooch unwashed antlers and everybody knows it. Jesse calling me Mr. Bacon Man. I did actually have bacon for dinner. Genuinely. So. MS, you got pizza today? Bro, I legitimately thought about getting pizza today. It was too rainy, though. It was like crazy rainy. I went out for a walk and got absolutely soaked. Rockhound, what's up? Bull Falcon, how's it going? Doomblade, you don't pay bills because you live with your grandparents? Enjoy it, buddy. Enjoy it. Not everybody gets to be in that position. Enjoy it while you can. What up, Drunkle? One day you'll be forced out into the world and you'll have to deal with it like the rest of us. Not everybody even gets that opportunity, bro. MS, do I got pizza money for when I want it next? I mean, I got rent money. I can pay my rent. I got peanut butter sandwich on white bread money. How about that? And by that, I mean, I already got the peanut butter in the loaf of bread. If you want to treat me to pizza, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no. Dronko, you've been vacationing for a month? All right. No, with the vacation, you mean doing a bunch of stuff to try and work. Never mind. I was about to congratulate you, but then you pulled the rug out from under me, and I'm back to not caring. Every day, who's loving all the early April Fools? Yeah, honestly, there does feel like early April Fool stuff going on. 100%. 100%. What up, Juglum? How you doing, brother? Rockhound, has my opinion on Strixhaven changed after their debut? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I haven't looked. Today has been a really rough day for me, if I'm being honest. I've had a hard time making it through today. So I didn't even look, man. I didn't even look. I mean, I peeked at some Magic stuff here and there, but I didn't look at the debut. I was just kind of feeling out some other things and looking into some Magic delays with the bundles and Commander decks, that there's an issue with those. So I didn't look. I'll have to catch up. some days hit you hard, bro. Some days hit you hard. So it is what it is. You know? One of those statements that says something and nothing at the same time. But that's the reality. Anyways, what was that ding-a-lingle? Oh, MS. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got here? What do we got here? It says pizza time. Oh, pizza. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the pizza time. I'm going to put you up on the board. Is there a trailer for Strixhaven 2? I guess I got to catch up. I am genuinely excited about pizza. Now the question becomes, do I go to Pizza Hut? Or there's a bunch of pizza places in my area. There's a number of different options. Do I go to Pizza Hut or do I go to a different chain that I'm not even going to bother to name? There's a bunch of different ones to go to. I'm not going to go to Pizza, I'll tell you that. The Pizza is one of the most disappointing ones. So, where? My master, we're talking April, May, June, July, and August. Fool! Every day in the 90s was a great time to be alive. The owl in the trailer uses sign language. Catch up, man. We talked about this owl. The owl has a hearing aid, which makes no sense. It makes no sense for the owl to have a hearing aid. It's incredibly cruel. Like, the teachers at Strixhaven should heal everybody to full capacity. You can raise the dead. You can regenerate things. You can fix somebody's hearing. And owls actually have a much more acute sense of hearing than anybody else. So it's even more cruel to not fix her hearing. But they're like, no, she has a hearing aid that teleports her thoughts into people's minds telepathically, but she also has to do sign language. What a terrible system. Also, the hearing aid doesn't actually let you hear that well. She can't hear things coming at her through the underbrush. So she has a hearing aid that doesn't work well. It impugns the good nature of any of the teachers at the school because any of the kind teachers would just heal her. And it's totally performative where Wizards wants to go, check it out, a deaf person like you or whatever. She's got some crap jammed in her head like you do. As if we wouldn't totally fix that fully if we could. If the medical technology existed to just make people not deaf, we would make them not deaf. We wouldn't force them to go around with devices drilled into their skulls and shit, right? So it's really aggravating, actually, how insulting it is. It basically goes, why did you do this? And it's like, because you're stupid and you don't know better and you're a dumb gutter punk who will literally clap for this crap. It drives me crazy, bro. It drives me crazy. What up, Vloggerino? What's up, Soth? A fireman says, congrats on clarity. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the congratulations. I do feel accomplished about that. I do feel like I'm actually genuinely pleased with myself. Today has been a difficult day, and that is just another reason for me to be pleased with myself. You know? Like, it's literally been 3 full months of me staying stone cold sober. Now, I know it's not like I had a bunch of things that I indulged in, right? Like, I don't drink because I don't give a shit about that. But I did very much enjoy the herb, and I smoked or had edibles every day. Every day for my entire adult life. Like, pretty much. There have been very brief windows of breaks during that where my record with no medication was like 2.5 to 3 months. And then there was a time where a doctor gave me these pills that were meant to help me, which did, I guess, and they got me to 4 months. So the longest I've gone in my adult life without doing it all is 4 months. But I feel like this is the longest I've gone without any kind of help. You know what I mean? Just like, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to make these changes and I'm going to stick with it. And I feel extra proud of myself because the other time that I went about 3 months, I think a little less than 3 months, but about the time, it would have been 2.5 months. It would have been 2.5 months. But the other time I went 2.5 months, I didn't really have much stress in my life. Like, it wasn't that stressful. I went through massive stress this time around, right? Like literally the whole, like I got sick at the beginning of the year. I got sick. I had big time double extraction dental surgery that really messed me up. And then I also went through the separation of my relationship. And I went through all of that without getting high, to the point where I didn't even want to take the T3s that the dentist gave me because they made me feel loopy. And I'm like, I don't want to be messed up. I will take regular Tylenol and I will take ibuprofen to make it through this. And that's what I did. And so I'm genuinely proud of myself because I've been dealing with crazy amounts of stress and I would have absolutely relied on that. And each time I've gotten stressed in this last 90 days, I have pushed through. I have made it through. And anytime my brain tries any of the tricks to try and get me high, I just refuse to accept it. It tells me all kinds of lies. It tells me I'm not funny enough without it. People won't like me enough without it. That life is miserable hell and you should escape into it. There are all these different lies that my brain tells me to try and get me to do it. It's like, people don't like you as much. You're not going to be chill. Women aren't going to like you as much. You're not going to do as good a job at all of this. People aren't going to find you as entertaining. All of these lies that my brain tells me in an attempt to manipulate me. So I have to fight back against all of that while also dealing with the stress of everything that's going on in my existence. And I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased with myself overall. Kurt, most of the Pizza Huts near you stopped the good dine-in service. Yeah, they don't have that here, man. It's like you can get your food and go and sit down if you want or whatever. I liked it actually, where they would just give you the pizza and you could go sit down at a table. Although there was the one lady who was a waitress there for like 30 years. I remember her from when I was a kid going to that Pizza Hut, and I hope she's doing okay because she worked there the whole time. And so I kind of was just like, I hope that lady found something good or retired. Fireman, 15 years. Well done, buddy. That is monumental. That's impressive. I aspire to your level, bro. Genuinely. Mill, you got a need for it? 40-something days? Bro, you made 40 days? That's good. Everybody's got to choose their own path. You're not going to hear me up here fucking preaching to you that anybody needs to go the route that I did. I mean, literally look at how many years I did it for. 30 years. 30 years of it being a part of my life. And I'm not like filled with regret. I'm not like, oh man, like, you know, those people like, I lived my life at the bottom of a bottle. It was awful. Like in some ways, my existence was diminished. But in other ways, for all I know, it's what I needed to help me get through. I have no idea really. I just know that I reached a point where I want to live 100% in reality as much as I can. Right? So I just made that choice and I'm good with it. And I feel genuinely that if I was to go and get high, I wouldn't be as happy. If I thought that it was actually going to make me happy, I'd be doing it right now. Like right before the stream, whatever. I would not care because I would like to be happy. That would be nice. I would genuinely enjoy that. But it's not going to. It's going to ramp up my anxiety. It's going to make me more uncomfortable, lethargic, lazy. I know what it's going to do. And the reality is it's not going to make things better for me. So I'm good. 90 days is amazing. I plan to just keep continuing with this. Honestly, I've gotten a better response to my videos since I've quit. Like, I noticed it just in the way that people respond to my videos. I noticed the effect. I've also had my friends reach out and tell me, you're doing a better job this way, bro. Honestly. Like, genuinely. So, Juggle 'em. Thanks, buddy. Fireman, you were hooked on so much crap, and it's tough even to this day to fight through it. Thanks for saying I got this, buddy. I am genuinely impressed. 15 years is a long fucking time. And life gives you some hard knocks, like for real. Everybody has genuine problems in their lives, and it ain't easy. Today has been super fucking stressful for me. And it's like, stuff happened earlier in the day, and then stuff happened later in the day too. So it was just like a whole sandwich, bro. Like, I had made it through the stress earlier in the day, and then the universe was like, Here's another ladleful. Here's another ladleful of stressed stew, bro. You know how you dealt with it before and you were doing good? Well, here you go. Eat this. Eat this like an unwashed dick. And I did. And yeah, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. So, 15 years is very impressive. It's very impressive. Especially considering how easy it is to just go, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to do this thing that I probably shouldn't. It's right here. And then once you start, you know, like I don't have 100% healthy habits. Like 100%, I have been stress eating. I have been comfort eating, you know, like not to crazy degrees, but I've noticed that it's ramped up and I've got a plan to fix that. I've got a plan to sort that out because I'm not happy with it, you know, like I'll say this, stress eating isn't that expensive. It's very easy to do. And I see how people end up just gaining weight without really paying attention. I have a scale. I pay attention to my weight. I think I've gained like maybe a pound and a half from comfort eating. So it's definitely not like out of control. But if I was to just let it run along unregulated, it would become a problem. And I'm not interested in that. I'm not looking to just pour food or drugs over my stress. You know what I'm saying? Every day, thanks, Gianna. I do every day. You gotta make sure that your fucking dick is washed because you never know when you're gonna get that call to action. You never know when you're gonna need it. I mean, to please a lady or to smash out a fire. It really depends on what you're dealing with. Like if you got a big fire hose, you gotta fight those fires. You know what I mean? That's what VT fireman stands for. Very thick fireman. That's why it's been 15 years. Because he slaps with his dong to put out them fires, son. And cheers to 90 days indeed, bro. Indeed. So yeah, it's a genuine challenge. But it doesn't feel that difficult, honestly. Like, I don't find that when I'm getting really stressed, my brain is actually trying to get me to smoke, which is interesting. It's more, I think it's going for a more subtle route where it's just like, oh, don't you want to have fun? This would be fun. You should do it for fun. I saw somebody today who works at the local dispensary, and she walked by, she's all friendly, like, hello, and I'm like, I like her. We've had nice conversations. And then my brain's like, yeah, you should go by her work and say hello. It's like, no, we're not walking into the lion's den, son. You know what I mean? We're not walking in, well, maybe if I just grab a little bit and just have it, you know, just to show that I don't have to have it. Oh, like, what? Yeah, let's have a constant test of your willpower just sitting in your home. No, thank you. No, thank you. What up, Spurl? Tell your lady I'm sorry. I don't really see myself using Finch much. So I know that like I was doing we're going to read a book thing together. Just let her know that I'm still reading for fun and we're doing it in spirit, okay? Because I'm not really opening the Finch app and it's probably just going to sit there or get uninstalled. Juglum. Oh, that's hilarious, bro. Here's what Juglum tried to say. Once you conquer your demons, you realize how easy it is. And the biggest part of it is just overcoming your fears. What he actually said was, once you agree with your demons, that's just so you know, concur means to agree. You wanted conquer, right? Sparrow, you stopped grass a long time ago, but you don't have the power to quit cigarettes? Yes, you do. I quit tobacco first, bro. I haven't had any tobacco in 5 or 6 years. And you can absolutely do it. But I will give you that it's more difficult. It's more difficult. That shit is genuinely hardcore addictive. Juggling, it's all good. I knew what you meant. Bro. So don't worry about that. So I'm lucky. I have people who have my back, right? So I got stressed out earlier today. And a very kind soul helped me out. Wouldn't leave me alone. You know when somebody's being sweet and they realize that you're trying to pull back and then they just won't let you? Instead of like, hey, can I give you a call? They just call you. So you have to decide if you're going to ignore the call or pick up the phone. And then you pick it up and they help you feel better. And it's not exactly against your will, but like, I don't know. When you're like feeling a particular way, you just kind of draw back. That's how I get. So I'm lucky in that regard. I have people who want to help me. Bo Falcon says, I concur with conquering your demons. Bo Falcon's the man, by the way. Got me a cool disc plate that'll be here a couple days in the mail. And he already took care of the customs issues that came up too. Because FedEx contacted me. It was just like, yo, bro, you got to handle this custom stuff before we give you your cool thing. And Bo Falcon was just like this. Pop, 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 bam. Like 5 pieces of popcorn and it was handled. Spurl, you don't blame me. She's going to be disappointed, though. She's going to take it out on you. You're going to get a paddle, and she's going to take the wooden spoon to your butt cheeks, buddy. Packhead, God, it's been that long. I remember when you quit cigarettes, you were unhinged for a week or two. I was, bro. I was really easy to set off, like white knuckling it and whatever. But I did make it through. You definitely ain't wrong about me being unhinged, though. I mean, to be real, I was pretty unstable when I started doing all this YouTube stuff. My life was hell. And I was falling apart physically and mentally. Like, it was a really dark time for me, genuinely. And being able to entertain people on a wider scale than just the one-to-one that I normally do in my everyday life really helped me. Like, it genuinely helped me on a massive level. All of this has been transformative because it ties into what I was born to do, which is make other people happy by making them laugh, entertaining them, giving them a moment's distraction. Whatever it is, that means a shitload to me. And the fact that I get to do it and have gotten to do it on this scale for this long will never cease to make me feel insanely grateful. You know? Gianna, your cousin was going to mail me a card. Not sure if that is a customs fee. It depends on, like, just tell them to write the value down as like $5-10 or whatever. It's no problem. Customs fees are based on the value of the item that's being sent. So basically, if it's worth like 40 or 50 Canadian or less, or 40 or 50 American, I should say, if they're in America, 40 or 50 American or less, and they send that and whatever, like that's what it says on the package, no problem. But once you start to get up past that, then you need to mark it as a gift, and the value needs to be like 50 American or less, roughly. Actually, even, 45-ish, whatever, around there. Or else you do run into, sometimes they hit you with customs fees, sometimes they don't. Custom shit is so annoying because they hit you with custom fees, and then they add an extra $10 on for telling you have to pay custom fees. Drives me crazy. Every day, you remember when I rolled in the streams? Yup, I remember that too. I would just sit there. I would just zoned out and shit too, Yeah, McGraw, helped you get through quarantine? Hell yeah, brother. Same with you every day. Helped me get through quarantine too, right? It was a really weird thing being so cut off from everybody. As somebody who genuinely likes to make people laugh and have a good time and whatever, not being able to go out with people was difficult. Like, I'm hardwired for it. I know how hard life is. I know the difficulty that people have to deal with. And just getting to joke around and fuck around makes me immensely happy. It really does improve my life. So, like, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I will never be able to fully express to you guys or ever fully repay, like, what I get out of this. Because it's insane to me. It's genuinely crazy. It is difficult to accept sometimes that this gets to be my reality, James P says, never use the word statue when mailing something. Oh yeah, that was a huge hassle, bro. That was a huge hassle. Vloggerino helped you get through pregnancy. Oh, dog, you're going to confuse them. They're going to think that, like, You know what? If you guys think that's what happened, that's not what happened. It was an immaculate conception. I make women pregnant through the internet, through the power of my penetrating voice, the virility, the sheer manliness of my voice makes women with child, bro. Every day, welcome to the modern world. This is your job. And it's not just the fact that it's the modern world though, right? Like it's the fact that I get to do, like, not everybody can do this as a job. This isn't just everybody can do this, right? There's a whole confluence of factors that have to come together. All the people fucking supporting me in myriad ways, like Patreon, channel members, super chats, watching my videos, like people sending me stuff, people sending money over to the game store for me to get stuff at the game store. There's all these different things, right? And sponsors sometimes come in as well. Like, it's fucking insane. I'm genuinely, like, ultra blessed on a level that I still don't feel like, I don't feel like I deserve it. I genuinely don't feel like I deserve it. I never feel like I'm doing enough or that it's good enough. And I don't know if I ever will. You know? Alex, you don't know if it's you, but you really want to send a package with a ripped up piece of paper that says balls and declare it. They would look, bro. They would look in the package. They're going to actually, they open packages and inspect them. If you put some absurd, like, massive value on it, they're going to just open it and be whatever. Also, it would just get refused. Like, if I went to the post office and they were like, so, you got a package here worth $50K and, like, whatever, and you owe us, like, I don't know, like, some insane number of thousands of dollars, I'd be like, send it back, I refuse. And they'd just be like, okay, off it goes. You know, like, that's what would happen. That's what would happen. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The customs fees are always end up getting paid by the people who send the stuff. That's how it goes. Like, I haven't had a situation yet where somebody hasn't been like, yo, I don't want you to have to pay the customs fees. I'll pay them. You know, like, at the end of the day, if I have to pay, then it doesn't feel like a gift anymore. It feels like I bought something. Like, it feels like I bought something at a discount. That's what it transforms it into. You know what I mean? Every day. Now you say you want to do it forever, but you're stuck dealing with us forever. Spin that wheel, old man, when I'm like 80. Are you kidding me? It'll be more amazing. Do you know how much people will love an 80-year-old man telling you to go fuck an unwashed raccoon, you dirty fucking camel sucker? Common, what's up, buddy? Death says, you're the best. We all look forward to our daily dose of Hatcher. Thanks, man. Thanks, brother. Don't think COD is even an option for mailing things anymore. I don't think either, but that's customs. We're talking about customs. So customs is where you pay to mail a package going across the border people inspect it and then levy extra fees or whatever. So shipping stuff to America, the threshold is way, way higher. You got to be sending stuff like from Canada worth like, I think $300 or $400 before it triggers any kind of customs issue. But stuff coming into Canada, if it's like $60 or Canadian or more, it's highly likely to get hit with customs. And so they'll just be like, oh, you sent like a $60 thing. We're going to charge like $7 in customs, but also an extra $10 just for telling you. Ridiculous. Fireman, hope someday you can get to an event and meet me and even play a game or two. That's a distinct possibility, brother. I do come to the States now, right? So, and I have more freedom to come to the States. So we'll see. We'll see when it'll be. But anytime I'm coming, I will let you guys know. Spurl, you're still trying to send the popcorn make you've never shipped internationally. Some of the questions they ask is crazy. Yeah, it's not that difficult. It's just strange when you haven't dealt with it before. That's all. Hold on. Just a friend wishing me a good night. You gotta be appreciating that, you know? My friends are really nice. Oh, what's this? Alex Brown says pizza money and delivery fee and tip and service charge and PayPal fee. God, these things suck sometimes, but grab a pizza another day. Hey, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. That's funny, man. You're making me think of there's they sent out the hold on. Just letting my friend know maybe we'll hang out sometime soon. So there was this McDonald's flyer that came to my house, and they're like, no delivery fee, but there is a 12% service fee and like a $2 small order fee. And it's like, how can, like, no delivery fee, but there is a getting it to you fee? Like who? It's so just disingenuous and obnoxious. Do you know what I mean? Alex, fat dong in it. Doomblade, you don't get tickets for your event. They just give you a bracelet. Oh, yeah, it kind of sucks, doesn't it? Tickets are kind of cool, you know, as like a physical remembrance. Although I guess you could keep the bracelet. Vloggerino, South Carolina again for the Shattering and the Moon. That's right. That's right. Vloggerino showing some real dedication. Flying out to hang out at the Shattering. A number of people came and hang out. Baba, Vloggerino, some other people who I don't know their usernames. I just know they're like real names. So, Spurl, you're a dink. You could just use the Amazon link. Yeah. Yeah. Crawfish, what's up? Wait, Spurl, wait, hold on. You could use the Amazon. I just want to back it up. You were talking about having an extra popcorn maker and trying to send me one. But there's already one on the way to me off of the Amazon wish list. So if you're just talking about getting something on Amazon, then pick something else on the Amazon wish list I can use. There's lots of stuff I need for my apartment, not house. This is an apartment and not a big one. I'm a humble man. So yeah, if that's what you're talking about, then get me something else off the wish list, brother. 100%. 100%. Common, yeah. There aren't customs because everything on the wish list is shipped within Canada. So there's no customs, nothing like that. It just shows up at the P.O. box and it feels like a little mini birthday. Woohoo! The service fee is normally on top of the delivery fee, on top of the small order fee, and the small wiener fee. Wait a minute. I don't have to pay that one. Habanero, DoorDash charges you a fee on your order just for ordering it through their service. Yeah, I know. Like, there's so many online things where you order it online and then they just go, yeah, there's a service fee for ordering it online. Oh, can I buy them in person? Nope. What the fuck then? Like, I hate it. I hate it. So you played delivery fee, tax, tip, and service fee. Yeah, Habanero, that's brutal. That's brutal. Defective, just a guy in his 50 popcorn machines. You know what? Having a popcorn machine is definitely going to be very useful because I have been indulging in like junk food chips and stuff lately, and making popcorn is going to be better. It's healthier. And Flavacol. I got a little shaker for my Flavacol. Bwah, 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 bwah. Bwah, 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 bwah. Vloggerino, what do you mean 100% that was a female friend? What is this? What is this quotation stuff? What am I missing? Spurl, that seems so much more convenient. It is. It genuinely is. Fireman, do I use Arena at all? I do have an Arena account, It has 750,000 gold in it. So I have 750,000 gold, hundreds upon hundreds of mythic and rare wild cards, and tons of cards in my arena account. I haven't played on arena in a considerable amount of time, though. Millmaster, the driver knocks on your door. Sir, I'm going to need to confirm the waiver of the small wiener fee. If I got to hang dong to save a few bucks, if whipping my dick out is going to save me some money, I'm going to fucking hang that motherfucker out, right? I don't care if it puts fear in the eyes. It's just like, man, I feel like I can hear the angels singing. Why do I feel the fucking blood throbbing in my ears? And I'm like, that's actually just the echo of the blood flowing through fucking huge mungus down here. MS, you got your friend 200 pizza cutters for his first apartment? What? Bedwa, what's going on? Sheba, how you doing? Vloggerino, the friend that was saying goodnight to me earlier. Correct. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You are. That was a good guess. Although the friends in bracket part, it definitely is a lady. Doomblade, you'd go to Subway to order your Foot Locker. And they spin the tablet around and you owe them more money when the store should be paying them more? What? You must mean footlong. Habanero says, why play Arena when Slay the Spire 2 exists? Bro, played that today. Played as the Silent. Went all 3 rounds up to the boss. I had such a gross setup, dude. I had bullet time so I could play everything for free. I had this other crazy power that said whenever you play a card, do 5 damage to a random target. I had a bunch of defense, like things that gave me bonuses to defense. And then I had something that said if you have like 10 block at the end of turn, randomly damage enemies. It was great. I was just coming in with both elbows. Well, bam! Awesome. Spurl Hatcher OnlyFans. Vloggerino, get it, Mike. We want the best for you. Listen. That friend of mine is very happy in her relationship with her ridiculous man. All right? So she's got a boyfriend she's very happy with. And I worked very hard to help her smooth out the kinks in that relationship. Okay? And by kinks, I just mean like in a hose, not their... I don't want to know what they do in the bed. I'm not interested. But she was having problems with her man, and she just needed somebody to say, look, this is how it is, and this is how it is. And it turns out I was 100% right. I just said, stop thinking like this. Talk to him like this. Just communicate like this. Like, be direct. You have to be direct. You can't, especially since her man is autistic. So dudes need you to be direct in the first place. But if you think an autistic dude is picking up on the subtleties of the fucking female, that's not what's going down. So when you want him to come hang out with you, you can't just say, hey, if you're not doing anything today and are bored or whatever, I'm just going to be at my place doing this and you're free to come by and hang out. You don't say that. You say what's in your heart. You say the reality of, hey, I'm going to be home doing this stuff today, and I'd love it if you came and hang out with me, right? Like, it was ridiculous. I got actually genuinely annoyed at her. I started yelling at her the way I normally just yell at dudes explaining things. Normally with women, I take a more even tone, and I don't yell. But I was just like, you're being an idiot! You're being an idiot! She had some restaurant she wanted to go with him too, okay? She wanted to go to this restaurant, and she had mentioned it one time. Expecting a guy to remember that for however long, I don't know, whatever. So he finds this restaurant randomly, and he ends up going there with one of his friends. And then he texts her from there going, check out this awesome restaurant. Why have we never been here before? We absolutely have to come here. And then she started texting him like he had done something wrong and getting mad at him. And he was just baffled. He was baffled. He's like, I don't understand why you're upset at me. I don't know what's going on. I hope the rest of your day goes good, kind of thing, right? And she's just like, oh, and I was like, he didn't do anything wrong. You can't get upset just because he doesn't remember this random little thing. You can't. Like, here's how you have to look at it. He likes you so much that When he went to this place, his first thought was to contact you and be like, this is a really awesome place. So he literally wants to go to the same place that you want to go to, and he's telling you that. And his first thought was you when he found a cool place. The first person he wants to reach out to. And you're treating him like he's done something wrong. This is absurd. Why don't you just appreciate the fact that he wants to do this with you? Like, for real. And then she's like, oh, whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to teach you a little secret about men. I'm going to teach you a get out of jail free situation with men. All you have to do is contact him and go, sorry, I was acting weird. I was PMSing. Like, I wish I was a chick, because no word of a lie, guys are so fucking clueless and also just want things to make sense that you could use that excuse every 2 weeks and they wouldn't put it together going, wait a minute, that only happens 1 week a month. Like, it literally will get you out of so much stuff. Just say that. Just say that. It works. It fucking works. So I told her to say it. Just say that. Just say that. And it worked. It worked, and things were fine after that. I was like, just tell him what you want. Just fucking be direct. Be direct if you want him to be erect, okay, ladies? Doomblade, do you not have Subway where you are? They have a tipping tablet they give you for tipping. Yeah, I don't fucking tip. I'm not walking in and giving you a tip because you punched the fucking order in. Why would you get a tip for that? You get a tip when I'm in a sit-down restaurant and you do like a good job. And you bring me the food and stuff. Like, I'm not fucking tipping you because you punched something into a till and then made the fucking thing right there. Sorry. If you want tips, go get a job where they fucking tip. Oh, let me just add extra on because of what? The fucking social pressure? Oh, look him right in the eyes. Boom, 0. Hey, where's the 0 thing? It looks like you covered it up. How do I do the no tip part? Because, yeah. I have tipped people at those jobs. Like, there's a one lady who works really hard at the pizza. And, like, one day out of nowhere, I just pulled $10 out of my pocket and gave it to her. Not through the system so that the company can take it and it all gets reported and whatever else, and she's got to put it on her fucking taxes. None of that. I was just like, here's $10. And she was like, really? Really? Like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm sure. She's awesome. She's been awesome to me for a long time. And I was just like, here you go. So I'm not against, like, technically tipping people even in a Subway situation. But I ain't doing it through the fucking terminal. And I don't feel obligated, bro. You know? Alex, you're realistic. Delivery drivers aren't going to take a peek at a schlong as a tip, even if it's only the tip. Maybe for you, buddy. Maybe not for me either. You're going to get arrested if you try that for real, right? Vloggerino says, thank you for the life advice. No problem, Vloggerino. I feel like you're a super indirect kind of woman. Juggling dudes are simple creatures. Agreed. We are simple creatures. Vloggerino, you need your help. You always feel obligated. Oh, well, I know how to take advantage of that. Obligated to touch the dog, boys. That's it. You gotta figure out what the woman's insecurities are, and then you gotta chisel away at that. Just how do I turn that into dong touching? Spurl, wait, that's why she's had her period every 2 weeks for 20 years of marriage. I mean, if I was married to you, I'd be bleeding out my holes once every 3 days, bro. You know? And not from, like, not even trying to say, like, oh, yeah, you're like, that's because I jackhammer it. The only thing you're jackhammering is your hand. Let's be real. Habanero lurking while finishing up your taxes. Good job, bro. Defective. Nah, son, honestly. As far as I'm concerned, and I fucking literally had this discussion with somebody today. PMS is a legitimate excuse. It's like, yo, I don't fucking shed an egg every year and have my uterine line every year. Well, to show so much I know. Every year, once a month. I don't like dump an egg and then my inner lining and lose all that iron and stuff. Like, it's a legitimate reason. What drives me crazy is when women don't want to accept that as the excuse they can use, where it's like, look, you're acting like a lunatic right now. So I need a reason for that. So it's either, oh, guess what? My body's going crazy right now and it makes me more emotional. I'm having a harder time. Or what happened? What happened? Because why are you acting like this? Why are you acting like this? I literally would go and look. I'm like, where are their birth control pills? Let's figure out where we are. Oh, okay. It's just close to crazy time. That's why they're acting crazy. Perfect. I just need to understand it. No, I haven't done anything wrong. They're just in maniac mode. But if that's not what's going on, then I need to figure it out because I am a conflict resolution kind of guy. I talk stuff out. I figure it out. So I got to know why you're acting crazy. I have to know. Are you acting crazy because that's what happens to you every month? Or are you acting crazy because something's actually happening and you're not fucking telling me? Because women won't always be direct, bro. They won't always be direct. Death, you just finished watching one season of Hell's Paradise. Have you watched Sentenced to be a Hero yet? Oh, come on in for that one. Sentenced to be a Hero, if you haven't already. Check that one out. So yeah, I have sympathy for that, man. Dudes are like this, unless something happens, right? Something has to happen or dudes are just like this. But women have more, depending, right? Women are creatures of whimsy and emotion, but they're just so soft. So soft. Like little fucking pillowy clouds that have come down from the heavens that you can fuck, boys. Sparrow, women will go weeks without telling you what the actual issue is and just expect you to figure out. Not with me. I teach them. Just communicate with me 100%. I'm here to help you figure it out. I'm very open. I'm not going to play this puzzling it out though shit. If you don't tell me, I'm just going to operate as if it's not even a fucking thing. And then you're just going to have to deal with that. You will not get what you want. They're like, you should know or you figure it out. That does not fucking fly with me. No, we're adults. And you're going to use your words. And you're going to fucking explain it to me. That's what's going to happen. That's the only option. Sorry, but you don't get to just be like, you should know. Well, fucking tell me then. Treat me like I'm a fucking moron. Explain it to me. Because I am not playing a fucking random ass guessing game with you. Stop being a child. That's child bullshit. Not happening. Not happening. Defective, that's some bullshit. You can't handle me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my best. That's like, I can just act however I want. I don't go in for that. There has to be a genuine reason for it. And losing a bunch of blood, I'll accept that. I'll accept that as a reason. It works. It makes sense. I've lost blood before. I had a bleeding ulcer and a lot of blood came out of me. And then I passed out and I was like, and had to be hospitalized. So I had like a mouth period, you know? Bed, while your father-in-law is a 3 nothings rule. If he asks if something's wrong, gets nothing 3 times and nothing's wrong. Honestly, I hear about this stuff from other guys, but I have really good communication skills, so it never really comes down to that. I just direct, explain it. I also pay attention to what's going on. And so I never have to deal with that. And I've dealt with a lot of women, so in some ways it feels like user error. You know what I mean? Every day, calm it down, bro. There's a fee. There's a turgidity fee. If you get excited. MS says they forced us to use words. They need to. I'm gonna be real. I talk more than the average guy. Women talk a lot, and I talk as much as a woman. Like I blah 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 blah. That's how I am. I get that. So I can literally talk a woman into submission, where it's just like, I'm just going to keep talking until you give the fuck up and tell me what's going on. Like, There's no option where you get to keep this shit a secret. It's just not going to happen. Vloggerina, thanks for a reminder. I'll take my iron pill tomorrow. You better. You better. Vloggerina says, more. You talk more. True? Then some women, that's true. That's true. I do have a gift for it. But I don't have lady holes. If I did, I would just crank both my hands up there like all fucking day. That's all I would do. You know what I mean? That would be my life. Pop, 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 pop. Just go on the internet and then be one of them ladies on the internet where people buy credits. You ready for a private show? I'm your private lady doing hand stuff for money. Nobody knows I don't have balls. Wait a minute. That last part doesn't make sense. They would know that. Whatever. What up, Kensuke? How you doing? How you doing, buddy? Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Oh, man. I'm excited about that popcorn maker. My eating habits have been poor in some ways. If Mike was the lady, he would be top fan. Top fan of what? I'm going to make a more conscious effort to track my eating in April, I decided. I'm going to go back to use... I got this app on my phone that I use. It's called My Net Diary. And it lets you keep track of your... it lets you keep track of your meals and stuff, right? It'll tell you... it'll break down calories and the different vitamins and stuff that are in there. So you can get a rough idea of what you're consuming. But yeah, I don't know. I'm doing all my fucking physio exercises and shit. 90 days of not getting messed up. But the food stuff it's been a bit loose and sloppy. Spurl, no. No, I haven't actually. The air fryer has not been utilized yet. I haven't prepared any meals so far that I think would actually ben I'm doing the slow onboarding thing, I got the slow cooker going. I managed to make a couple stews with that. I'm layering in some... I literally just realized, I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I completely forgot about grilled cheese sandwiches and stuff like that. So I got a loaf of bread today for grilled cheese sandwiches and peanut butter sandwiches and French toast because I got some maple syrup. So it's like, how do I not even know about these things? It feels silly in some ways, But whatever. I'm sorting it out. Meals and stuff weren't my responsibility. I was like, I'm doing the providing the man stuff, and the meals are getting taken care of, and so that was a luxury. And now I got to sort it all out myself, and I just don't have it sorted in my head properly. So I still got to figure it out. But I'm more comfortable now. I feel happy when I open the fridge and freezer that I actually, it's not empty anymore. Because I was going to the shattering, I was like, well, there's no point in loading up on food before I go there and have it go bad. So I was doing the bare minimum, just getting by. And in March, I spent, once I came back, I spent the time kind of building things up. So I have a load, 25 packs of bacon in the freezer, which is admittedly kind of obtuse. But the deal is so good. The deal is so good, right? So I've got a crazy amount of bacon. Just like regular bacon. I don't have the amazing special butcher's bacon and whatever. I tried some really cool bacon, but I don't have any of that. I just have regular bacon. And then I've got 2 servings of frozen stew. I've got a frozen serving of chili, and I've got a frozen coming on in. Whoa! And I've got get back. I got a frozen thing of hamburger meat that's already pre-cooked that can be used in spaghetti sauce or for tacos or something. I've got all that going on. And then I got a big block of cheddar cheese. I need to get more of that. I got the cheddar cheese. I can't get at the grocery store I normally go to because they have this weird waxy crap that they call cheese, but is really just hate fused into a bar that looks like cheese. I can't stand it. So I have to go to this other grocery store to get cheddar when it's on sale. And I just got a reward card for those guys too, because I like building up the points. I've built up enough points that I can actually get some free groceries now, which feels quite nice. I haven't decided whether I want to save up like enough that I can just buy like a full load of groceries using it, or if I want to use it to just kind of get something more decadent and outside the norm. I haven't decided how best I want to use those points yet. Every day you feel better eating regularly. Know you hate veggies, but you got to eat more of that. You're absolutely correct, actually. I was thinking to myself today that I need to have things that will make me feel a little more like, make me feel a little more filled up. Get it? Whoa. Like, I need to go and get some carrots. Chop them up into carrot sticks. And when I want to munch, just have some of that stuff too, you know? Got to get some salad. Got to get some carrot sticks. I bought some berries. I bought some raspberries. But yeah, I was doing salad for a little bit, but then I haven't bought any recently. So I definitely need to change it up. MS, is there any breakfast that I'm wanting? I mean, I got bacon and eggs. I can have omelets, French toast. I do want to figure out how to use my waffle maker and try making waffles. Breakfast steam's incoming? Vloggerino, what do you mean? Like I turn on my shower and stand shirtless in the steam while you eat your breakfast? I get it. It's pretty hot, right? Would be hot in the shower. A little bit of moist mic in the morning, huh? What lady wouldn't like that? Spurl, the bacon's been inconsistent. You buy thick cut and some pieces are thicker than others. Even if it's not thick cut, I find the bacon like I'll grab out 4 pieces and one piece will be thicker than the other. So I'm like, okay, I got to put that in the middle of the pan while I'm cooking it, you know? I save the bacon fat too. Can put it on popcorn. It's great to cook omelets in. Juggling, you have corn. Yeah. Yes. I would love some corn. That's great. Alex, you had to switch to a meal prep service. Which was your favorite thing to do? Make good food? Just life at this point? Kind of tired of meals that taste like cardboard? Why'd you have to switch to a meal prep service? MS, you save your points for a great sale, then buy a metric ass load of your favorite stuff. That's smart. That's smart. Everyday bacon streams, you second that. The breakfast streams will come back, guys. They absolutely will. Jug them. Celery and peanut butter. Holy shit, bumps on a log. I gotta write this down. You guys are fucking so smart. Hold on. You put raisins on it too. Oh my god, yes, celery with peanut butter. That's fucking brilliant. Holy shit. I'm gonna write down corn too. Yeah. All right. Crawfish, hot chocolate. All right. Millmaster of the steam autoclave. I got a shower. Vloggerino, yes, breakfast dreams need to return. They shall. They shall. They'll be on the phone at first, but at a certain point, I do want to get like cameras set up like I have here in the kitchen so we can do multiple angles. Every day, keep an eye on the quantity of your bacon. 500 grams for $5 in Canada is a good deal. Most of the packs I see are $3.75, like 375 grams. And the price on them can range from $8 to $10. But they went on sale for $4 a piece. So I actually like loaded up. I went back multiple days and I flipped the packs over. I see people just grabbing packs without looking at them. I flip them over and take a look because I want to see what the red meat to white fat ratio is, you know? MS says, bacon stream for every $10 donated, you add another strip to the grill. I don't have a grill, but I like the way you think, bro. I like the way you think. Thompson with the mini major video game sticker man. Look at his big pink dick arms, bro. What is even happening there? Why are his legs still yellow? His legs get bigger, but they stay yellow. His hands are yellow, but they become big pink shrimp dicks. Every day says, guys, set up cameras. Maybe we can see his bread pillow. I still have that pillow. I still have that bread pillow. It's in the bedroom. It's my girlfriend. I hold it at night and cry. No, you know, that's not fucking true. After the shit I said today, you guys might actually think that it is. I don't hold the bread pillow while I cry in bed. I just cry in bed, okay? Spurl, have I made cheeseburgers? No. But I assume you mean the cheddar shredder burgers, which I should do. It's written down too. Vloggerino, hang in there. One day I'll find a good girl who will love me. I do want to be loved. I do. Everyday sleep streams. No. I don't know how people do sleep streams because, first of all, you don't know what you're going to say. Secondly, I don't wear anything to bed, bro. So, YouTube gets one good look at my fat dong and all of a sudden I'm kicked off, right? And even if you wear boxers, there's nothing to stop the beast from escaping, right? Or I don't know about you, but I just wake up randomly hard, dude. And it's not easy to hide this thing, let me tell you. It was a real bitch in grade 7 when the girls started growing tits and I was wearing gym pants. And I had no idea that gym pants can't hold back the fucking hog beast. So the stupid fucking teacher is like, here, Hatch, go take this attendance form and put it by the fucking front door of the classroom so that the attendance guy can come and pick it up. And I'm just sitting there like, well, I can't. He's going to fucking embarrass me if I say I can't. If I say that I can't, because this teacher liked to fucking troll people. So he totally would have embarrassed me. So I'm standing up and it's just fucking Rage Against the Machine, against the fabric of the fucking... Going back in time, knowing what I know now, I'd be like, enjoy it, ladies. It's fucking big and glorious. Who gives a shit? Welcome to the show. But grade 7, Mike was fucking embarrassed. I was embarrassed of it. So I'm literally hiding it behind the fucking attendance folder. I'm like, you're gonna fucking ask me to do this shit when Marcy with their big fat glorious titties are sitting right here, bro? She just grew those things this year and they're so fucking big. And I'm so hyper aware of them. I am very hyper aware of Marcy's titties. I probably shouldn't be using people's real names. Marnica. There we go. Damn it. So yeah. The sleep streams would not be a good idea. Kurt, you have a bacon griddle? Oh, wait, I do have a little plug-in grill thing my dad gave me. Marnica sounds hot. Bro, she had the biggest chugs in the school. And she sat this fucking far away from me. This far away from me. It's an arm's length. I could literally reach over and honk on one of those things. Not that I would have had the guts to do anything like that. And she liked me. But she was dating this dude who was the biggest, toughest guy in the school. And he fucking punched me once. Full on, bam, punched me. And it winded the shit out of me. And he went from mad at me to instantly, oh shit, are you okay? It was ridiculous. I got punched. I never got to touch those jugs. I need a time machine. I gotta go back and change the timeline. Nathan, what's up, buddy? You're not sure you want to get caught up on that story? What are you gonna do? Habanero Marcy, short for Marcial Nenelope. Marcial Nenelope. That's it. No, that's not it. Nathan, what brought clarity? I have been stone cold sober for 90 days, my friend. No getting high, not even off of the prescription drugs that I was given, the pain pills for my dental work, bro. Spurl, you remember this chick in high school? Her thong was always hanging out? Bro, you just made me remember. There was this chick in school. Smoking hot. Smoking hot. She sat down. You know those desks where the chair's actually attached to the desk? She sat down and God smiled down on me. He said, check this out, bro. I'm going to make her skirt catch on the top of the back of the chair. Right? So it caught on the back of the top of the chair. And that's how I found out she wasn't wearing any panties. So I just got like a full-on view of her sweet ass. And it was just like what? Like this was before the days that you could just go on the internet and see naked ladies, right? Like seeing a naked lady was hard. And it was like right there, bro. It's like, what? I remember the few times. I remember when there was the fucking university girls who lived in the house across the street. And then my mom being like, don't look up there, Mike. They're changing in front of the window. And I'm just like, laser beam, get away from me. Don't try and cover my eyes. I will beat you, mother. I will beat you. Listen, I am storing this for posterity. Nathan, you could start that count tomorrow. Live your life, buddy. Live your life. Do things the way you want to do it. I'm not telling anybody they got to do it my way. Habanero, good job since January. That's good, man. Every day, yeah, that's it. You had to find one of those magazines just thrown in a gutter somewhere. Oh, it was difficult. Those were not times of plenty. Although, God knows how messed up the kids are these days, just being able to see it wherever, whenever. Going to develop all kinds of weird inclinations based on the crazy stuff they see online, you know? Oh. Man, I'm glad about having some new things on these things that we talked about food-wise. This is actually great. In 2 days, all the new grocery deals come out on Thursday. Thursday is like the reset day for deals. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's available and say it's like a game. It's a game that I'm kind of enjoying. At first I found it a little more frustrating, but now it's like finding the best deals and letting them kind of inspire me into the best meals, you know? Habanero, you're already beating me, man. I was not good with women when I was younger. At all. I didn't understand how to read the signs of a chick being into you. That was one of the biggest things. I had no clue. Because women are way subtle compared to guys. Like, once you understand how they are, their signals become a lot more obvious, and you're just like, oh, yeah. Like, if you're at like a house party or something, and then a chick from another room hears you and goes out of her way and wanders into the room and introduces herself to you and is smiling at you and everything like that, that's a pretty good sign. That's a pretty good sign that you can just explore that, right? There was a chick in high school who really liked me. No idea. I couldn't tell. Looking back, I'm like, she was totally into me. And I remember in high school thinking she was just like, she's all right, whatever. You know, she's nice. She's nice. Like, she's nice to me. I like her. She's nice to me. But like, nothing else. And in my memory, I was just like, yeah, she was okay, you know, like kind of average looking or whatever. And then I go to my high school reunion and I saw pictures of her and I was like, she's fucking beautiful. What the hell? I'm like, oh, I could have totally dated her. She was genuinely into me. Fuck, I had no idea. Like, no idea. Master, wow, you just go dumpster diving for it then, right? Larry, you think women are cryptic? It can feel that way. Right? Spurl, in high school, you were worried about what other people thought. If you could go back, you wouldn't. Yeah, I didn't worry as much about what be like. In some ways I did, and in some ways I didn't. Right? So I've always been a bit of a weird one. Habanero, you were a punk ass in high school and then reality hit you and you had to be an adult. I was into like all the nerd shit that was not cool. It was not cool to play Magic the Gathering and D&D. You know what I mean? Like, nobody thought that was cool. I had to deal with like dummies going, you're a devil worshiper? Yeah, yep. This devil worshiping. When we're not busy playing D&D, we're throwing babies in dumpsters. That chick was so dumb. Oh, but so pretty. I did have a crush on her. Damn, was she dumb, though. Her and her friend went out drinking, got too drunk. Her friend puked on her back. And she's just like, why is my back so warm? Why is my back so warm? What up, lasagna? So whatever. You know what? I was clueless with women when I was young, but I've made up for it. I've made up for it in my adult life. I'm pretty good at picking up on when a woman is interested, even from a fucking distance. If they're within the range of my voice, I've got a chance. You know, just kind of scan around, see the ones that are laughing at the stuff that I've said, and it's just like, yep, she'll remember me if I approach her. And that totally was the case. That worked really well at college. It would just be like, I just would be randomly roaming the halls, and I'm like, and there's a chick that I have made laugh randomly on the bus, and I can walk up to her and start talking, and no problems, because I've already made her feel good, and she remembers who I am. And that was basically the truth. That's how it worked. Vloggerino, it's rough when they be so hot yet so dumb. Yeah, I can't. I have like a minimal requirement for intelligence that is actually a pretty high bar that you have to meet genuinely, because I can't be with women like of average intelligence. They have to be above average intelligence at a certain threshold. They have to be able to keep up with me. I don't demand that they be as smart as me, but they have to be able to keep up with me. Sheba, how do you tell if a guy genuinely likes a woman minus the wanting to hook up interested? I mean, what do you mean? They want to hook up with you. They're interested. I mean, I don't know when it comes to shallow guys or whatever. I've never just been interested in hooking up with a chick. So you're asking the wrong guy. I'm wired. I'm not wired like those men. I am wired to like just I've got like an addictive personality, and that plays out in a bunch of different ways. Like I just find a woman that I'm into, and then that's it. But it's basically like, I like this chick, let's see where it goes, and then you hang out a bit and figure out if it'll work or whatever. And like, I'll get single and I'll fucking date like multiple different chicks or whatever and tell them like, I'm not looking for anything right now. I'm just cool with however things go. And then I inevitably go, okay, I really like this one. And then I tell the other ones, yo, I'm good. I found one I want to focus on. So I don't know. I'm not a random hookup kind of guy. It's not my style. I'm a very trend towards monogamous guy. So I can't speak for other men, because like there are men who will get together with women who are hot but dumb, and I can't do that. Like dumbness is a turnoff. It makes my dick sad. It genuinely does. I'm just like, no. I guess I'm like a woman, not just in my talking, but I need to feel an emotional connection with a chick really to want to sleep with her. Maybe if you took me back to being like 18 years old or something, then I could just maybe just hook up. But like, I want a genuine connection. So I'm the wrong guy to ask. Every day, what if the women are more smart than me? That'd be fine. If that happens, that's fine. I mean, I'm going to be real. It hasn't happened yet. So, that's fine. I'm a pretty fucking smart guy, genuinely. I know I fuck around and say a lot of dumb shit, but I'm surprisingly intelligent. So, I definitely wouldn't make some insane claim like there aren't women out there who are more intelligent than me. There definitely are. But I have not met any that I really connected with, or that many at all, you know? Probably not fucking hanging out in the place where you're going to find the smartest women on earth anyways. So, I don't know. But yeah, it definitely wouldn't be a problem. I would have no issue with the woman being smarter than me. I'm sure I could fucking benefit and learn some things from that. I'm smart enough that it wouldn't be a situation where she's talking down to me and condescending. So, you know what I mean? Mailmaster says if she doesn't try to escape the room, you lock her, and that's a good first sign. Sheba, most people you've been around are all tap and go. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to find somebody that you connect with. But, like, I just don't fall into the stereotypical man thing where, like, I don't want to sleep with people and have them get all connected to me if I'm not going to be connected back. So I don't sleep around really. And I know it might contradict a little bit of what I'm saying when I say I date multiple girls, but like, I feel like there's a genuine potential for connection with all of them. At the end of the day, what I really want is just somebody to love forever. I want somebody to have a deep, long-term, meaningful connection with, because at the end of the day, that's the biggest fucking prize. Like, you just have all these little moments that you've shared, and you can just say a phrase that means nothing to anybody else and means everything to them. There's just all these fucking layers to it. It's super enticing. It's super enticing. So, I don't know. I feel like I am not really a normal guy. So you heard it here first. Hatcher is smarter than all women. There's got to be one out there. There's got to be at least one, Lasagna. Joglin, communication is key. Absolutely. I'm a fantastic communicator. I'm built for it. Like, I will overtalk a situation. Let's overthink it. Let's talk it all the way through. Like, I've had girlfriends who were like very disappointed when it ended. They literally called my mother and were just like, I want to get back together with him. Like, she's just like, why? Right? It's like, because nobody else listens to me and cares about what I have to say the same way. I care. I genuinely do. I can't help it. Why wouldn't I? Why would I want some shallow bullshit? At the end of the day, if we're just plowing, I could just fucking tug off and save myself some time and everything else. If we're not, I am a woman. If this isn't going somewhere, what's the point? Oh, I fail at being a man, gentlemen. I fail at being a man. Vloggerino, I'm a simple man, but a complex carbohydrate. Mailmaster says humans need monogamy. Corporations don't make money when there's lots of monogamous humans. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. There's a whole fucking industry on weddings and shit. But there's a lot of money to be made off of single people. That's true. MS, you need a ring on it, you single lady? No, I don't require marriage at all. At all. No. Like, marriage is it's like fucking perfunctory. It is completely unnecessary. It is, I mean, if you're going to do it for fucking tax advantage or something like that, sure. Or maybe to make the woman happy. But as far as I'm concerned, you don't need any of that. When you're with somebody and you know, you're just like, yeah, it's just you and me, and that's how it's going to be. I don't need a piece of paper to prove it. And that doesn't mean that it's like getting married or the ring, any of it. It doesn't mean that that's going to last. That doesn't mean anything, right? So I have only been married once, but I've been in multiple, many year-long relationships that were the equivalent of a marriage. You know what I mean? I was with the one chick for like 8 years. It was the exact same difference as being married. There is no difference, really, aside from legal documentation. Calypso! A handsome man. Where? How do you get in here? MS in the States, it's for healthcare. See, that kind of stuff makes perfect sense. Or for migration reasons, exactly. If there are legal benefits that you can gain from it, sure. Sure. But underneath it all, if I know that I want to be with you, we don't have to get the government involved in it at all. And I mean, there's the common law thing that happens anyways. But for me, it's unnecessary. I don't believe that a marriage is going to automatically make your relationship stronger or change anything. Sperl, you did it for religious purposes, but other than that, it's just a piece of paper. There you go. If you have religious beliefs or whatever else, there's a number of reasons to do it, but for me, it is not essential. Sheba, you love the streams that makes you think sometimes. Just keep in mind, Sheba, that like you're looking for somebody. You're looking for the right person. It doesn't matter how many wrong ones you find first, right? You don't let it stop you. If there's a bunch of dudes who are out there just looking to get some and then they bounce, they did you a favor. You got rid of somebody fucking shallow who you're not going to connect with anyways. So if they're going to remove themselves that fast, that's a benefit, right? Rather than you getting like really attached and then they bounce, right? So like you don't know when you're going to hit that success. So the failures don't fucking matter. They don't matter. And at the end of the day, even actual full-on relationships fail all the time, right? Look at where I am now. I've had a whole bunch of different relationships end for a variety of different reasons. And that doesn't diminish what I got out of them. It doesn't diminish the people involved, right? So they failed, but the entire experience wasn't a failure. Lasagna. Oh, Shannon's flirting with lasagna. Oh, we're going to have a fucking love connection. This is the love boat. But yeah, Sheba, that's it. Like, at the end of the day, there have been people that I have just hooked up with like once and then moved on. And that's because we didn't connect, not because that's what I was actively looking to do. So I can't speak to other men's motivations. I don't know what they want out of life. But there will be shallow people. There will always be people who want to use you. And it's like, I developed my whole theory on all of this working in a fucking call center where I was just staring at a screen full of stats. And it was like, number of calls you made, number of sales you made, conversion rate. And then I was just like, this makes sense with people too. Like, if I ask women out and they say no, every no just gets me closer to a yes. So every failure, Sheba, just gets you one step closer to that success. But if you let the failures make you think they're all going to be like that, then you'll never get to that success. So you have to be willing to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to accept that you will be rejected. I've been rejected in some rough ways. Like before the internet days where somebody could just pull some stuff up and go, look at this loser who thought he could date me. I had a chick literally drive her friend to my fucking house. She showed up at my place and knocked on the door with some bullshit about how they were trying to figure out where the Dairy Queen was. You don't drive to some random dude's house to ask him where the Dairy Queen was. She wanted to show him what a fucking loser I was and how unworthy I was. And lucky for her, I looked like garbage the day that I opened the door. I looked so shitty too. So they could just go off and be like, can you believe that guy? Look at how garbage he is. Like, that was fucking brutal. Brutal. I've been through some brutal shit, honestly. Brutal rejections. Like, brutal. But, whatever. Doesn't fucking scar you for life. I don't go and cry in the corner about it. I was just like, oh, man. Like, I almost said, do you think I'm a fucking idiot? Like, I know you don't want to know where the Dairy Queen is, but I'm certainly not going to force that out into the air. Why don't you just admit that you think I'm a huge loser and you brought your friend here to laugh at me? Just tell them where the Dairy Queen is so they can fucking go and laugh at you in the car, bro. Larry, you delusional fuckwit. No. She didn't show up wanting some, bro. I would have read those fucking signals. Most of the time, I'm good at picking up what's going on. There's only been a few times where I've been confused. Like this one chick came over and got all drunk, and then she wanted to hook up, and I was just like, this is like the second time this has happened. Like, I'm not going to hook up with you for the first time when you're drunk, because how do I know that you want it? And she was just like, no, I literally wanted to drink so I'd have the courage to tell you that I want it. And I was like, oh, okay then. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not comfortable unless I know the lady is into it. Now, I guess this is the old world version of get consent, but I never ask women, do you consent to intercourse with my dongus? Because that's the unsexiest shit on earth. It should be obvious. But for it to be obvious, she needs to not be intoxicated. That's the rule. At least that's my rule, right? Once you've already plowed her, she wants to drink, go ahead. Go ahead, because I know you already want it. That's fine. You know? Habanero, you had multiple girlfriends cheat on you in the past? Been there. Fucking sucked, bro. Brutal. First girl I ever loved did that. That'll mess you up. Millmaster says, also be willing to say no when the vetting process doesn't work. Yep, sometimes you gotta know when to cut and run. Walker says, sorry, Lasagna. I only like men who erode my self-esteem. You've been nothing but kind to me. That's funny. Lasagna's spraying like she's a cat. MS, you gotta sign pay. Yeah, we don't need to bring paperwork into this, brother. Habanero, ultimate solution, have a legally binding form of consent tattooed on your dog. I don't know about that. That could backfire on you, depending on how it's worded, right? That could backfire on you. That could let guys do you and then point to that and go, right? Right? So yeah, I mean, relationships are incredibly complicated things, and humans are massively complicated. So you take two humans, put them together, there's a million complications, but the prize is worth it, you know? Spro, would I rather have a girl cheat and tell me or just not tell me? I mean, I've never been with a chick who just cheated and told me, bro. I found out the one chick was cheating on me because I pressed backspace on the fucking computer accidentally, and it popped over to the message that she had sent the guy. And like, I remember feeling like the world was sliding out from under me and that I was just going to literally fall down. It really fucked me up, honestly. I didn't see it coming, like at all. And it really messed me up. It was not a good time. It was a decidedly bad time. So no, you don't, I mean, what you want is somebody who, if they're going to do shit like that, will just tell you, yo, this is over. This is over because I'm just going to go and fucking hook up with other people. That I can respect way more. It's painful, but I can respect it. It's like, yo, you fucking let me know. Okay, then we're done and you're not cheating on me. You're off doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? That is way more respectable to me. Yeah, cheating is like brutal. Being through that. I couldn't do that to somebody else. I got to be direct with them. That's why when I'm dating different chicks, I'm like, yo, right now I'm like figuring stuff out. Just got out of a serious relationship. I'm open to whatever happens, but I just want you to know that I'm not just seeing you and there are other people and whatever else. But then as soon as I know, I tell the other ones. And it sucks because, like I said, I don't really go forward without some kind of emotional connection. And I'm a lot of fun. So the chicks end up liking me. And I've had to deal with a bunch of them crying. But I'm like, there's going to be tears either way. And it's going to be rougher if we try and do this any other way. I've got to be direct with you and tell you, like, I think you're awesome. But we can't do anything together anymore because we can't have this progressing any further because I'm interested in this person. So sorry that it hurts. I think you're awesome. And that's it. That's it. Master dongs can backfire. Yeah, and then you get it all over your face. Lasagna says your tattoo artist messes up your dong contract and now you're getting sued. Sounds like a fun, weird anime. Lasagna, you've been accused of cheating by your ex so many times. Sad to know she was externalizing. Yeah, that's brutal, bro. That's brutal. Somebody doing you wrong and then treating you like you're the one doing it, that's brutal. Habanero, before your previous relationship ended, your now ex was trying to prove you were cheating on her. She asked your neighbors to call her if they saw any women come over to your place when she wasn't there. Really? I've never had any women accuse me of cheating at all. Like, none of them. Not a single one. I mean, I'm just really open. I talk everything out and whatever. I've never made a woman feel worried that I was cheating on her. It's never come up. I guess I've been lucky that way. Well, Master, every accusation is a confession. Everyone? That's not the best blanket rule, bro. Some women can think it's going on because of what's happened in previous relationships, because of their experience or whatever. But I don't know. I guess I'm just good at making a woman feel comfortable and cared about and not like I'm going to fucking betray her. There you go. Vloggerino saying the same thing. People are afraid of what's already happened to them. We run around trying to protect ourselves from damage that's already been done. And a lot of the time it's different damage that's waiting for us, but we can't predict it. So you just end up with this baggage. We all end up fractured to a degree. And it's really important to me to try and be fucking kind and considerate and honest and open when it comes to dealing with women. You know? Men, fuck them. I'm not trying to have sex with you. I'll lie to you. I'll gaslight you. I'll kick you in the ball bag. Fuck you. But ladies, I'll treat you right. I actually try and do all of my dealings on the up and up. I try to never fuck people over. I try and live my life in a way where I can be comfortable at the end of the day, where I don't feel like I've wronged anybody. Because at the end of the day, everybody has an existence that fucking matters. And I don't want to make other people's lives worse. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. I feel bad when I've behaved badly, right? Not much embarrasses me. But if I've treated somebody poorly and been a dickhead, that does make me feel either embarrassment or shame or a combination. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel good. It's not worth it. It's way easier to just be fucking straight up with people and be on the level. Every attempt to try and scheme and scam and all that shit, it's pretty much just going to backfire on you. I mean, I guess unless you're just dealing with morons, but I don't deal with a lot of dumb people. I don't have a lot of dumb people in my life. You know, I can't tolerate people who aren't that bright in like my friend circles and stuff, because I'll end up being a condescending dick to them. Not intentionally. It'll just happen. So I don't have dumb friends, you know? Yeah, there you go, Habanero. If she was cheated on before, same kind of thing. Just think it's the same thing happening. And to be fair, if I was a chick, I'd cheat on you too. Haha, get wrecked, fuckface. Remember what I said about men? Remember what I said about men? You can be miserable, I don't care. You ain't got the kind of holes that I like, so it don't matter. Be sad. Oh. But yeah, no, at the end of the day, you can't give up. I can't give up. I could never give up on trying to find somebody that I could spend forever with. And if it doesn't go that long, that's fine, because none of them have lasted that long, but I've still had a good time. I've learned a lot, gained a lot of joy, had a bunch of experiences, and over time, the pain, the sad shit fades. It goes. It doesn't stay. Your brain dumps it, but it keeps the pleasant shit. So, whatever, you know? Spurl, you feel like I attract smart people? Even most people in the stream are more intelligent than average? Correct. I mean, like attracts like. So people who aren't that bright are going to kind of glom together, and people who are brighter are going to glom together. That's the nature of how things are. So you are correct. We do get above average intelligence individuals coming by the chat and hanging out. And you can't pretend like you're not one of them, because you literally fucking notice that shit, right? Lasagna, if you were a chick, you'd be selling your body. No, you wouldn't, because you'd be a woman and you'd be different. You wouldn't have this weird man mentality. Like, the existence of a woman is so fundamentally different than the existence of a man. A man's existence is just like, how do I get attention from women? A woman's existence is, how do I get less attention from all these guys? Stop. Leave me alone. I don't want to pork you guys. Like, okay? Like, I can't smile at a guy for fucking holding a door for me or anything like that without him thinking, hey, I held the door for you and you smiled at me. That means you want to hold your legs behind your neck for me, right? Like, women have to deal with an endless deluge of men who would love to rail them versus men who, you don't know what that's like. If women were constantly throwing themselves at you, you would just be like, oh God, I don't want these low quality women. I want like a good one, just one good one. I don't want all this. Why do they keep trying to sleep with me? You know what I mean? Like, women's existences, they literally just have to tune out how many guys want to bone them. It's a very, very different existence. And if you lived it, you wouldn't feel the same way. And you wouldn't sell yourself. Vlogger Reno says, I literally can't find like a single decent man. I just want one good one. There aren't any. That's the secret. That's the secret that you'll never, that the women haven't figured out yet. Don't spread it around, guys. We don't want them to know this yet. But there's quality women, but there are no quality men in existence. They don't exist. It's an illusion. Juglum says that's the key. Don't sexualize the woman till she deserves to be. Oh, all right. Oh, love it when I get an email and I'm like, is this something? No, this is just another email to be ignored. Bum, bum, bum. Spurl, women want that for one night, but most want to commit to... What? Are you actively trying? Now you're trying to make yourself live up to what you said before. Or you're just like, I'm not smart. And then I read that. Women want that for one night, but most want to commit to the opposite. I'm going to need a translator. Anybody speak dum-dum? What the hell does that mean? There's more men than women on this planet. What? There's more women than men. Isn't it like 51% women, 49% men or some shit? Men are expendable as fuck, bro. They meat grinder us up in wars and other stuff like that. And a lot of society has been built around protecting women. So that doesn't sound right to me. Is that just North America? Well, fuck it. Let's see what a random Google search says about that. Oh, okay. I wonder why. It looks like that might have changed. There are more men than women in the world. The global ratio of 101 or 102 males to 100 females. Is that because of the laws in China about children? I wonder if that skewed things. All right, let's see about in North America. There are more women than men in North America. The female population is approximately 50.47. Okay, so I must have just been going off of North American statistics. So once you skew in the demographics for places like China, then it does switch the numbers. Arby, yep, saying the same thing. So Larry, yes, you are correct. There are slightly more men than women on Earth. That's bad news. That's bad news. That's bad news overall. But we're in North America, where there are 0.5% more women. No, 1% more, because it'd be 50.5 roughly, and then 49.5. So there's more than enough women for the men. Thompson with the jacket and blasted hippo. Pop, pop, pop. Thanks, buddy. Part of the problem is that, like, men have lower standards than women. Women have a certain threshold that they won't go below. So there's some dudes that are just cut out. It's like, sorry, bro. you don't have what it takes for like pretty much any woman. Sorry about your luck, you know? Women are more choosy. Lasagna, have I seen how some of the women look? Yeah. But like, even the most ugmo woman can still pull down something, right? There are very few women who can't find a guy. These women may have to pick from the lower end of the scale in May. They have to pick from the lower end of the scale unless they have like an amazing personality. I don't know. I mean, guys can be more shallow. It's hard to say for sure. Sheba, your threshold is don't be nasty. Some ladies like a nasty boy, like Janet Jackson, right? Right? Isn't she the one who sings that song about, oh, you nasty boy? Huh? Juggling, if you meet a cute girl and she's single, ask her what's wrong with you. It's just, she just happens to be between men. That can happen. That can happen. Every once in a while, quality women are back on the market because the man wasn't good enough or they died or something, right? So every once in a while, you can find a real good one that has been shaken loose. MS, how do we fix that? Easy, bring back Jackass, the TV show. No, men are still doing all kinds of dumb stuff. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. Harvey says, you're right. Women don't tend to do that. Women aren't, like, the proportion of women that are like murders and stuff is so crazy small. It's almost always dudes doing the fucked up shit like that. Women won't mess with you physically, bro. They will just break your fucking spirit and shred your soul. Like, they will leave your physical form intact and they will just destroy everything inside you. So you're a hollow shell stumbling through life dead-eyed, you know? Vlogarina says, that's true. Sometimes we break up with our boyfriends and need a new one. There you go, boys. Send your applications to Vlogarino. Oh. Yeah, I definitely got to cut back on the fucking comfort eating, my friends. Sheba, are you a mind flayer with that description? I mean, that's not the, like, women can totally get right in your head and mess you up. Lasagna sent duck pictures to Shannon. Vlogarino said the submission window is closed. Congratulations, Lasagna. As the only applicant, you win. Vlogarino now belongs to you. Arby, you're going to get AI to generate your dating application. It's too late. The applications have closed, bro. It's over. Yeah, I don't know, man. All that stuff is hard. It's really hard. It's difficult to find somebody that you genuinely connect with in a way that feels meaningful. Right? Because you can be into somebody and then they're not into you. Or vice versa. Or you're people who could have worked out, but it's just not happening at the right time. You know? There's so many different factors that go into it. But I couldn't see myself ever giving up. Couldn't do it. Habanera, the next woman you try to date, you're going to send her your current resume. Sheba, when you're strange. Oh, some classic Doors. All right. All right. I can get down with it. Yeah, I can't help it, man. I find women enchanting. They are fucking delightful. I enjoy their company. I like doing stuff with and to them. It's fun. It's fun to explore the connection. and have different experiences. I'm just a little goofbag. I like holding their hands and watching movies with them and stuff, boys. You know? Lasagna, you can cook duck. Oh, you and Millmaster. You're gonna have a good one. Spoils are a song I play to enchant the ladies? Nope. Not at all. I don't like no. No, I don't use music because why would I do that? You've heard me talk, bro. Like, I scintillate them with conversation, wit, humor, right? I dazzle and befuddle them, right? You make them laugh enough, they don't even notice they're not wearing anything and laying in bed with you, bro. Touching feet, watching a movie, quiet time. MS, you get it, buddy. You get it. Holding hands. It's like, I literally am goofy. I like that stuff. I like it. Just snuggling up, watching stuff. All the little things, man. All the little things. MS, yeah, titillate them and then they'll titillate you back. Vloggerino's a doubter. That's fine. That's fine. I'm saving myself for my one true love anyways, so whatever. Too bad she probably was in like a train accident 10 years ago. Now I'm just gonna have to fucking settle. Oh. Sheba, I know it's goofy, right? At my age, like a fucking goofy little teenager. Fireman, have a good night, buddy. Keep up the good fight. I will. I will. Oh, Spurl, your one true love is bacon. I feel you, buddy. I feel you. Bacon's pretty dope. Grease up my whole body with bacon fat. Find somebody who wants to lick it off. You know what? That's a perfect thought to end the stream off with. So, thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. We shall reconvene again tomorrow. All right? I'll see you guys next month. Bop, bop, bop. See you next month. Bop, 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 bop. All right. It's time to go.